Hi, my name is Jaco and I'm 17 years old. I'm from the Netherlands, a small country in Western Europe. I currently own one supermoto and 3 mopeds. And this is my story of building my own dream moped. Because how did it went from this to this? It was the 3rd of May when I went looking for Tomos. This Tomos didn't look that well, but I could see it had potency. So I decided to buy it. Then I brought the Tomos home and parked it in my front garden. In the following 3 days, I took apart the whole Tomos. There's another video on my channel in which you can see how I take apart the whole Tomos. And this was the end result after 3 days. Next up, it was time for a new paint job. I started sanding the frame. And after that, I applied a primer to the whole frame. After it was finished drying for a whole day, I spray painted the whole frame in the color gloss stone. And this was the end result. In the next few days, I spray painted the mudguards also in gloss stone. And the side cover as well. I also added a cool detail on the engine block. I made the Tomos letters also gloss stone. I spray painted the other parts black, such as the front fork, the swing arm and the rims. Before I started putting back together the Tomos, I ordered a lot of new parts from Tomoshop. I also made a video on that subject. After I bought all the new parts, it was time for me to put back together the Tomos. I firstly started with the front fork and the swing arm. After that, I put the rear suspension on it. After that, it went really quick. I mounted a lot of things at the same time. I mounted the wheels, the rear rack, the rear mudguard, the engine block, the subframe, stand, and the rear piece of the harness. The next day I put the rest of the Tomos back together. This day I mounted the saddle, the carb, the low handlebars, the brakes, the throttle, the footsteps and the exhaust. Now it was just the details, the necessary things were all done. So I took the Tomos for a test ride. Then the next and 3rd day I was finishing up. I mounted the side cover, I mounted the air filter, I mounted a back and front light, I mounted the exhaust correctly so it wouldn't make as much noise as during the test ride. I mounted the horn and I made a custom plate holder on the side. And then the last thing I added was an A3 S25 Tomos sticker set. And after that I had finished my project on June the 24th. Here are some beauty shots of the Tomos.